Cool. Does anyone have any wins they want to share? Any questions off the bat of your head? Today we're going over fall service prep, and then at the end we're gonna open the floor for questions for Christmas lights. That's going to be like a hammered focus, kind of moving forward here. We're still going to talk about other things, of course, but I'm even thinking of opening up another call like every other week for guys that are really trying to hammer Christmas lights to get more extra help on it. But today's gonna be really focused on fall service stuff. So I can kind of jump into it and then we can ask questions as we go and save space at the end if you guys want. Sounds good?
Hey
Cool.
Adam,
Yeah,
real quick.
Oh yeah.
Um, so I've been getting a lot of calls recently.
nice.
Yeah. So I made a Yelp account, and I've been getting a lot of calls from there.
Nice.
And I was doing door to door also recently, and I got a power washing job, and he said he wanted to do Christmas lights also. So
Hey,
pretty dope. Yeah,
awesome, brother. Good for you,
yeah,
man. I love to hear that, man.
yeah.
Awesome.
So I just wanted to know if we could get a meeting
Absolutely.
sometime soon.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I'll shoot you a message. Um, with that being said, you did remind me at the end, we're also going to do the review thing again. For anyone that hasn't done it or has done it, just to like make sure, obviously everyone gets busy as business owners, but at the end, we're going to take a minute here to do the reviews. So if anyone's already done them, you can get a couple more hopefully, and then we can share some more reviews around. So we'll save time at the end for that as well.
Yeah, I need some of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you speaking made me think of that actually. So
Yeah.
that's I meant to bring it up, but seeing you again reminded me. So cool. I'll jump into things. Luca, hey Luca, you had a win today, bud. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you guys. So I quoted this job using the sheet that Adam gave us, right? And followed every step. And at the end, it was like $1,200 for a window clean. I'm like, oof, sounds expensive, but it's a big job, like kind of a big job. Took 4 hours today, $1,200, and the windows were shining and everybody was happy. And the key in this, I think, is because it's a business. They have more funds, they can write it off and everything, so they're more open to it. So it's always a good thing to go knock on these people because you never know. Like even if you don't think they would buy it, it's worth trying.
Who
And
was it?
hmm,
Who was it?
my girlfriend's mom's work
Nice,
needed
man.
window cleaning, and she's like, I know a guy, and her boss wanted it done. Nobody wanted to get it done for them. Like they couldn't find nobody, and they trusted us. And I also wanted to share something with you guys. Like every day of this week that either me or my workers were on the field, we knocked doors and we sold minimum like an extra job every time. For example, Monday, my guy was there for one job schedule only in the morning. And whenever he was done, I'm like, just knock on the neighbor. Like it was a semi-detached. So it's same house. He knocked, boom, sold the exterior $200, took him maybe an hour. And and what I like to do with my guys, just to share it with you guys have teams,
Nice.
is I tell them if you guys knock and you get everything set up and you do the job, you get a higher cut, much higher cut, almost double. So the boys are always hyped up to go. And now, like today, he called me again. It's like, hey, Luca, I got you another job. I want to go. I want you to come with me to quote it. It's like a bigger job. I'm like, this way, you just got money coming in without you doing much work, and your boys are still making a good cut. So at the end of the day, everybody's happy. And
Beautiful.
last thing I wanted to share with you guys too is I quoted this gutter job for this complex and I did a mistake. So when I was quoting them, I quoted the front and the back because usually like when it's a roof like this, it's always front and back. Like every house is like that most of the time. But this one, for some reason, they didn't put any gutters in the back. So I made sure to check on Google Earth. So always go back, go on Street View, and always check the front and the back just to make sure they're there. And whatever, I saw it wasn't there, so I called my guy that I quoted. I'm like, hey, I made a mistake, quoted too high, send a new price. That's a good learning lesson for everybody. Always go on Google Earth, Google Map, Street View, not just top view, because you got to check. And using my experience, I'm like, hey, why don't they have gutters in the back? Like it's stupid. And I asked the guys, like, dude, don't you have any problems with not having gutters in the back? He's like, yeah, we've been having so many issues the past year. I'm like, hey, I'll give you a quote for the gutters in the back, just so you know. And this way you can like solve so many issues with your tenants without them complaining about the water. So always try to upsell when you can upsell. When there's a good spot to upsell, try to do it because it's worth it. So That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for me, guys.
Nice, man. Okay, wait, one thing though, let me ask you something. Tell them, so I assume you're subcontracting the new eavesdrops?
Yeah.
Tell them about that then.
Okay, so I've been knowing this guy for like 4 years at the gym, and I know he has a company, like a family company of eavesdrop. So I'm like, hey buddy, like we got a lot of like inquiry for like new jobs and stuff. And like, would you be interested to like a partnership with us? This way he makes money and we make a cut at the end. And now like all the jobs that I'm getting for gutters, I always refer to him. And just to make like when you guys hire somebody like that to do the subcontracting, just make sure like he does good work, reviews. Adam has a lesson actually listened to it about subcontracting. So that's like number one. But once that's set up, guys, like it's so easy. You can just tell them, hey, that's the address, send me the quote. He sends you the quote, you upsell like whatever, 10%, send the quote to the property manager and good to go. You made like whatever. If this goes through, it's probably gonna be like, I don't know, like $25,000 gutter jobs. We make about 2K just by sending him the address. So always keep in mind to check those things whenever you're quoting for stuff.
Nice, man. You're killing it, bro. So for anyone who doesn't know, Luca applied for Home Service U like maybe 2 months ago now. Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's been 2 months since the first email I got from you. So
Oh, okay. So he applied for Home Service U. He's from Ottawa. And I was like, hey man, like I'm looking for someone to kind of take the reins. I've spent more time with some of you guys one-on-one than I have with him. The advantage he has though is having the brand behind him and the leads coming in, but he's now going and leveraging people that he knows and has relationships with to find his own opportunities within the company. So I've spoken to you guys before about that. Like when you can get to a point where people have trust in your brand and your company and you can provide them with opportunities, kind of goes into what you just said, right? He's already have guys on the field working for him who are his friends who, to be honest with you guys, when he asked me on the phone about having his friends do door to door, I met them both once very quickly. And at first, neither of them really had that door-to-door personality, if you know what I mean. And one of them like really not motivated from what Luca's filling me in with. Like I've again, like I've spent more time with some of you guys on Zoom than him. So he's been filling me in on like how they're going and stuff. And I said, okay, you can give it a shot, but if you burn them out, you could lose two good workers, right? Because sometimes there's a difference between a worker and a guy that has good social skills, a sales guy, a door-to-door guy, right? Sometimes there's a difference. But I said to him, if you're going to try it, the only thing to be careful is if you burn them out. So try to make it easier on them by putting a job in a neighborhood, right? Because it's way easier to have a job there than it is to just show up in a neighborhood and go, hey, what's up? Right? Like I've spoken about this before where like we had a video crew coming to film us doing driveway sealing and the big job canceled. It's going to be a parking lot. So I needed to fill a schedule with jobs. Like we had $5,000 for the day to have the guys come down. What I probably couldn't afford it yet. Coming down to film, I went to a nice neighborhood, did the first one in the corner for free and said, hey, we're just trying to get some jobs in here. And then we ended up doing like 12 that day. Like it was the most I ever sold door to door because it was the right neighborhood. It was Canada Day as well. So people are home. I've said that before, like holidays when it's like everyone's at home. What are those called? Statutory holidays. I don't know. I've always just been doing my thing. Statutory holidays, day off, when everyone has days off, especially if it's like a celebratory one. Yes, it's fun to go out and drink beers. Again, if you can make a few $1,000s before 4 o'clock, it's nice. But again, he gives his guys opportunities. I said, if you're going to give them a chance to do door to door, make sure they're treated well for it and paid well. He's doing 50%, you said?
Yeah, 50% they get from the ticket price. So no expenses, they get straight 50%.
Yeah. And then like what they sold like what 1,500 this week between the two of them?
Just Brad did this week until today. He made 190 Monday working 4 hours.
Yeah. See, you can keep a good worker if they're making money like that. And then how many total sales roughly this week, like value, dollar-wise?
The thing is, I made most of them. I think we're at
from those two guys, from the door-to-door guys.
Just door-to-door guys.
Yeah.
Just Brad that sold one Monday. It's the other time was me.
Yesterday. Oh, the other one's the lead. The other one's the lead for Bacon House. Still, it's $200. So you make what, like $100 for doing nothing? Like literally,
you get $100, and it took me literally 40 minutes. The equipment was already installed. Like literally had to just walked like 15 feet and was at the other house.
Nice, man. Good for you, brother. I guess it's like a team meeting in front of everybody now.
Hey, real quick. So, I know I'm embarrassed to ask this question. Eaves troughs are just gutters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
yeah. We kind of just interchange it. People for the most part understand. You could go and look up like on Google Trends for your area what people search more. But I can't see it being that much of a difference, to be honest. And plus, when you're searching it, you can also key tag for both words. So
Yeah,
sometimes it also shows eavesdrops. Okay, cool guys. Good job on that, Luca. Good job, George. And I'll jump in.
Adam,
Yeah.
I just wanted to share a small win.
Okay, cool, bud.
Yeah, I got my first like Airbnb management
Nice, buddy.
job. So the Airbnb is going to, so they have like a lease, a year lease. They don't own the property and they're renting it out through Airbnb. So they have like 12 more days left, and they pay me $400 for managing it. And I've only done like 1 day of work. So for 1 day of work, $400.
Nice, buddy. And it's a good connection
And
as well.
yeah, and I've been increasing my Google reviews. So at the moment I have 14 5-star reviews.
Nice, buddy.
Let me see what else. So yeah, I've been receiving calls from Google My Business. And yeah, so I'm gonna be focusing on Airbnb cleaning and Airbnb management.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm in the process of creating the Google ad campaign
Mhm.
and the like more professional website.
Nice, brother. Congratulations, brother. Good for you. Nice to
And
see
right
you.
now
Oh,
right now I'm making like, without like the all of the equipment I want to buy and having actually a car, I'm making 5K per month
congrats,
in
man.
revenue.
With
Yeah.
no car yet.
Yeah, with no car in 18. Yeah.
Fucking rights, man. Proud of you, brother.
How do you look for Airbnb? You just go and like shoot them a message, or how do you acquire them?
Yeah, so I got one. I'm on break. I got one with a flyer basically. In the complex where I live, there's 600 apartments, and of those 600 apartments, 160 are Airbnb. So with one flyer, I got one client. And normally like people that, so they have to trust you. They have to either be like established or they have to trust you. So, and that's basically it. Like you're gonna make the most money normally on, like if you can do both services, the cleaning and the management, you're gonna be making like a lot of money, a lot of money. Because the cleaning is every time a guest leaves, and the management is just basically like property management, taking care of like if something pops up out of the sudden, taking care of that. And yeah, so let's say if the Airbnb is renting out for $200 or more per night, and the cleaning is like $100, you can be making 2K per month per Airbnb.
So we're gonna have Rami. Some of you guys met Rami. Thanks for sharing that, Diego. Good brother. Good job,
Yeah.
brother.
Thank you.
Cool.
Well,
So 1 second here. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have Rami. Some of you guys met Rami already. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have. He's gonna come on again. And do talk about getting in with Airbnbs. I actually met a girl today that well, Rami introduced me to her, who owns Short and Sweet. That's for you to hit up, Luca. Short and Sweet. I'll give you her number. The #1 Airbnb here in Ottawa, like a big one. So we're gonna have Rami come on, and then I only met her quickly. She said she saw my TikToks and stuff, so maybe see if we can get her to come on. I have to build a bit more of a relationship with her first, but that'd be cool to get her on as well. So I'll jump into things here. I'm gonna have to rip a little bit quick. If there's something that's a question, like put your hand up, and then I'll try to answer it quick. Cool. Can you guys share I'll share a screen with you guys. Cool. Screen showing all right? Good. Okay, cool. So tonight's gonna be all focused on getting ready for the fall. And then it's also gonna be focused on getting ready for the fall, as well as some of the marketing and the mindset behind the fall services. Fall, I actually like the fall, if not just as much as the spring, if more. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in my words here. Because it's a different psychology, and we're gonna get into that today. When it comes to the consumer's mindset, your customer's mindset. Okay, cool. So this is a job we did. As you can see here, this just kind of show you guys how close fall and Christmas season come intact. A little note, actually, maybe write this down, everybody, or star this somewhere, because I know it's not in the slides, and this just made me think of it. I don't know why I can't talk today. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's because I've been yelling at the camera all day filming stuff for you guys. This house right here, this photo is put in here, and it's perfect because it shows you that when you go there, you can do the fall services. So say gutter cleaning, window cleaning, and the Christmas lights at the same time. So that's a good way to make a lot of money in one house. So we have one house that we go there, we do the gutter cleaning for $400. We do the window cleaning for $350. It's a nice sized house. And then we do the Christmas lights for $1250. Repeat client every single year. It's like $2,200 or something like that every single year, because we do it all in one go. It's an easy house to do. It's just a big house. Do the front of the house Christmas lights. One guy's cleaning the gutters, doing the windows, bang, done, see ya. Because you can do it at the same time too. The whole front of the house, you can clean the gutters and do the lights. And you can see here, Halloween with the Christmas lights on. That's what we're doing at this house here. This is the house from guys from Christmas Lights last year. That's in the Hallmark movies that we do. This is in a bunch of the Hallmark Christmas movies here. So fall opportunities. I kind of ran through all of that. We're gonna rip through some of these slides, guys, the ones that aren't as important. Main idea here is we're going to go through the seasonal needs. So what services are most important during the fall? And then number 2 is understanding the mindset. That's the main focus of tonight's lesson. Cool, bang. So seasonal needs: gutter cleaning, yard cleaning, lawn aeration, crack repair and pothole repair, line painting, window cleaning, holiday lighting. So these are the services that we go through into the fall. And as you'll notice here, there's 2 extra services on there that we haven't spoken about too much yet this year, which is lawn aeration and yard cleaning. Okay, so this is a really good thing for the new guys starting out, or if you're just trying to get a bunch of customers right away, affordably. So most of you guys in here, star this, write this down. You can do, in this how I grew, got a lot of customers when I was starting out. You can get a lot of customers from doing lawn aeration and fall services like yard cleaning, because it's super low commitment. A lot of people will do it. Like you can go do lawn aeration. Like when I was doing it at the time, $55. You're making like $30 each lawn or whatever after time you count your 15-20 minutes to do it. But you're getting there, you're meeting the client, you're looking at their house, you're introducing your other services, you're leaving a postcard, and you're making customers. Instead of paying for all Facebook ads, you're getting in the door with the customer for free, posting these on local listing sites, Facebook groups, etc. These things do really well. Hey, anyone that there's, again, sorry guys, I'm remembering more and more as we go here. Star this as well. In the Google Drive, in the resources, there's a section called local listing postings. There's a lot of them in there themed for fall services. So there's a lot of them in there, like get ready for fall. We'll get into that in a second, but star that a lot of these messaging for lawn aeration, etc., is in the Google Drive resources already. Like I said there, both services are great because it's super low commitment. You're getting paid to go to their house, not a ton of money, but then you go upsell your services, you meet them as another person in your contact base that you're putting into Jobber, storing them in your CRM. Cool. Fall psychology. So when we're talking about spring services, I'm going to rip through the questions. Everyone's thinking, okay, get ready for the spring, excited for the spring. Everything's light, everything's fresh. It's more happy, right? More pleasure seeking. Whereas when we're going to the fall, your messaging is more focused on avoiding damages, right? It's maintenance, it's fall needs, especially for the guys up north where when it gets snowy out, and the guys down south, I don't know if it gets like storm season or whatever. And again, if you're down south and there's a specific thing that needs to be done that I'm not thinking about, apply all this psychology to your service. I would have asked and got some feedback and stuff, and I'm sure there is things down south. Apparently like tree stumps is a big thing in Florida, tree stump removals and stuff. But keep this messaging in mind. The fall is all about damage to the home, and it's preventative, loss aversion in the psychology of your messaging. So people are way more motivated to seek pleasure. People are motivated to seek pleasure and avoid pain, which are the 2 controlling forces in human behavior. Studies in neurolinguistics programming have shown that majority of prospects seek to avoid pain more often than they desire to gain pleasure. AKA fall services can be your most lucrative service if you have your messaging right. And also keep this in mind that people get desperate in the fall towards the end of the season, and you can charge a premium price for your service. Especially, star this again. I'm full of ideas today, bad with my wording. Maybe because I have too many good ideas. Star is you can charge a premium price as soon as you can get your fall schedule a little bit filled up, right? Like call it a week, call it 2 weeks. You can start increasing your prices as soon as you get closer and closer to that fall date. So leaving a little bit of room, but you don't want to topple too far into your Christmas season if you're doing Christmas lights. Keep that in mind. Star all of that. I'll put this recording up first thing tomorrow. I'll have Anastasia do it for you guys. So before we jump into all the messaging, let's review the potential pains a homeowner could experience if they didn't call you. Okay. So with all this stuff, again, you have to remember that you know more just from doing home service than 99.9% of homeowners right now. Sounds crazy, but you have to know that you're the home service professional, and you have to know that you have to take care of their home or else it could cause them damage. If you believe that and you know that and you've done jobs, most of you guys have already done a lot of jobs, you can see that you make a difference. That's going to help you be able to sell this job here. Bang. So what are the real costs? So I was going to ask you guys, but I'm just going to jump into them. So gutter cleaning. And I encourage you guys, if you don't know this stuff well, to either look through the resources or go online and educate yourself further on the potential damages that can come from these things. For instance, like look up how much it costs to replace cracked foundation in your area, right? If that's that's something that could happen from not cleaning your gutters, they overflow, water sits all around the base of your house, cracks your foundation. That's tens of thousands of dollars of repairs, right? Your gutters are full, it causes a leak, it goes into your basement during storm season. That's the damage, right? Putting that in your messaging in the fall. Roof damage, damaging your soffit and fascia. It also can become a slipping hazard in the winter. If the water's not draining properly, it's going to go on the walkways. People can fall, hurt themselves, right? This could be for business messaging. Yard cleaning. If you're leaving leaves on the ground and then it snows, it's going to make the yard look brown spots. Same idea with lawn aeration. It's great to do in the spring, and it's also great to do in the fall. I'm sorry I'm ripping through these so quick on you guys. It's just we had some great things at the beginning. Crack repair and pothole repair. This is really good as well for commercial, for doing commercial lots, because you can say, hey, safety hazard before the winter, fix the potholes, they're only going to get worse. And then go look into how much does it cost per square foot to replace asphalt. And if they have a 10,000 square foot parking lot, be like, hey, it could be $20,000 worth of repairing your parking lot completely, or we can be preventative right now and take care of it. Make sense? Right? This is the kind of mindset you want to be going into, especially for the guys in the winter. Or again, depending on where you guys are from, if there's certain things for this season coming up, leaning into that. What else do we have? Line painting. Again, to have it done before the winter, making sure that it's visible, looking up where your local area is. If it must be visible during the winter, or make sure it's visible, you can go in there and be like, hey, based off of whatever your local area is, it's required for your parking lot lines to be visible and not potholes bigger than 2 feet by 2 feet. Who's in charge of this parking lot? Right? We use that with old age homes. That one did really, really well. Focusing on the messaging of, hey, that's a safety hazard for your guests. And we really hammered that, and it did really well for us. Window cleaning, you'll see here, window cleaning does not have as many risk avoidance as the other services do. It's the only thing you really got is, hey, it's the last chance to kind of clean your windows before the winter. See what I mean? So if someone's going to run ads, maybe going towards gutter cleaning or some of the other stuff, or even in your Facebook posts and your free posts, local listing posts, focusing on the other services that might be higher priority right now. Cool. And then holiday lighting, again, it's still a little bit early, but bringing it up and saying, hey, short season, you don't want to be left in the dark. Remember last year when your lights went out halfway through the season? Remember how your lights didn't look that good, etc. Your freezing cold hands, leaning into that, right? You don't want to be left in the dark. That's what we use in a lot of our messaging, and people like that. Anyone have any questions so far? I think I've caught up pretty good. Comments, questions, concerns? Everyone's good? Am I too fast right now? Is it
Feels
okay?
good.
Okay, cool. So for the guys that have customers and leads in your customer base, if you have less than 100 people, you should be picking up your phone and calling them every single day until you speak to them, at least 3 times. Call them. If you don't hear from them, hang up. Call them the next day, leave a voice message, text them, call them again. Like, you will get customers by doing that 100%. 100% go down your list. If you have people on your list and you're not doing that, and then you're saying you don't have jobs, it's because you're deciding not to call your clients because you don't want to do the hard work. It's actually easier work than going out and trying to find new ones. So you're just afraid to pick up the phone. Hey, bang, there's scripts in there already for you guys. Check those out. Fall services, get the confirmation early, book them in. You can also do email campaigns to your customers, especially if you're doing the phone calls. If you had like an automated bang, sending out the email campaigns. Hey, fall's just around the corner. Email 2, book now to save your spot. Email 3, fall schedules filling up fast, like avoid damages. Final call for fall bookings. Bang, to a landing page. You know what I mean? Everyone that's watched the email sequences, 5 emails into the landing page. Another one is referrals. So from old clients who decline you, and I'm going to run through that in a second here. It's a really good way to get referrals by getting declined. And then number 5, property managers. As Rami said last week or 2 weeks ago, property managers are reactive. Whoever missed Rami's one, go rewatch that. Property managers are reactive. They're not thinking ahead. Things are so busy that if you get ahead for them, it works wonders. If you're like, hey, fall cleaning's coming up, let's make sure we get you in now so it's not a last second thing. You put the quote for them, send it over. Like Luca there is going to be a, I don't know, $8,000 deal or whatever it turns into being with a property management. Bang. So call flow. So this is referring to calling your old customers or anyone that you know. So you'd be calling them and then you're trying to book in. Your first priority is confirming a fall job, right? That is your number one thing, is to book them in for the fall. Hey, it's Adam calling from PadPal. Just calling to book you in for the fall window and gutter cleaning. You're assuming that they're doing it, and then they have them, okay, cool, bang. Right? And they're like, oh no, we're good. We already did it in the spring, like we'll just do it every spring. Okay, no worries. And then again, depending on how hard you want to go at it. If they have a lot of trees around, you can say, hey, listen, you have a lot of trees around, you should do it twice a year. Right? And then they, oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. Bang, you get there, do the gutter cleaning, and then you say, hey, instead of spending $600 a year on your gutter cleaning, we could do the gutter guards and it'd be $2,500. Bang. Take off that $300, $2,200. If you want to get cash flow for your business, it's always good at the beginning to stack up as much cash as you can. Number 3 would be ask for referral. Sorry. Number 2, holiday lighting. So if like, no, we're good for gutter cleaning, window cleaning, thank you though. Call us in the spring. Okay, sounds good. Oh wait, what do you guys do for holiday lighting? And they'd be like, oh, holiday lighting, like my husband does it, he sucks. And then you'd be like, oh, well, did you know that we're offering holiday lighting, full service holiday lighting? And they go, oh, what do you mean? And then you go through your script that will, again, Christmas light stuff. It's all in the course, but we're going to get really into the weeds soon. You go through your script, book the quote in person, you go there, close a $1,500 deal, take a $750 deposit. Good night. Do the gutter cleaning for free or something. Number 4, if they're like, oh, fuck guys. Number 2, they say, no, like we're good for holiday lighting, like, thanks though. And then you say, okay, no worries. Do you know anyone else that might be interested in, or do you know a few people that may be interested in gutter cleaning or may need a hand around their home this fall? Okay, cool, no worries, thanks. If you know anyone, keep me top of mind. I'll put you down for the spring. I'll put you down for the spring in the air, right? It's not just, can I put you on my calendar for the spring? It's, I'll put you down for the spring. A little bit of a question in there, but more like, yeah, sounds good. Cool, thank you. Have a great fall and happy holidays. I'll touch base with you. Send out a Christmas email, personalized Christmas email or a card. They're going to do that spring job. That's what I did my first year, was I sent everybody a handwritten card with a little candy cane on it saying, hey, thanks for your business this year and supporting me. I've booked you in for the spring window and gutter cleanings. I'll touch base when spring comes around. Adam, right? Call them. Hey, thank God this winter's over. Like it sucks, right? Book you in the spring. Done. Like, do you get your Christmas card? Oh yeah, cool. I'll book you in for the spring. Done. Guaranteed job. And then if like, oh no, like we're moving or whatever they say, or like, oh, like whatever. Okay, no worries. Like, did you like the work we did? Yeah, we love the work. Awesome. Is it possible you can give us a Google review? Yes. Right? Like, there's no way you can lose by having that conversation. So if you have 50 clients or 30 clients in your database, try to speak to each one of them on the phone and go down this chain. The worst case scenario, you're leaving with a review. Best case scenario, you're going there, doing the gutters again, doing the windows again, and then also selling Christmas lights on the spot. Now you have a $2,000 a year client. Doesn't take many of those to make 100K a year. And clients like that are easy clients. People that are going to do all those services, bang, 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 bang. You do a good job, they're not going to leave. They're never going to leave. And now you secured yourself a $2,000 client. Worst case scenario, get yourself another 5-star review. Look at that. I'm saying it without even freaking looking at my words. Okay, 3 components of closing deals this fall. Number 1, as you guys know, a compelling offer, and it's related to the season. Number 2, going on that urgency and scarcity. I should have put also like loss aversion. Let me edit that for you guys. Okay, never mind. Okay, there we go.
Adam, I just want to step in for a sec if it's fine. Yeah, when I was referring to what you were saying about the calls, when I was calling some older clients for the Christmas lights, and some of them had expired contracts. So in my head, I knew right away they might not sign with us. But I find the trick when I was talking to them is like you're saying. I asked them, how do you like last year? I'm just calling to make sure you like last year design, or if you had any changes for this year. So this way in their head, they're not thinking like, do I want it or do I not? They're thinking, what do I want to change for this year? They're not, their reaction is different. And a lot of those times, every single one that had expired contract, and I told them that they bought it. Just because in their head, they're thinking about how it looked last year and they liked it, so they want to do it again. Instead of being, do you want to renew your contract or you don't want to renew? You know, it's just words change everything, I find.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, brother. Appreciate that. Loss aversion, social proof. We'll go jump in a second, sorry. So how can we introduce urgency, loss avoidance, and social proof into our offers, messaging, and social proof this fall? Sorry, guys. Crafting fall offers. Oh, what happened here? Fall packages. Okay, cool. That's right. So engaging offers, we've gone through this, for instance. And this has been all this stuff. You guys see how it like recurs, right? We talk about landing pages and make your wording and your messaging and all this stuff, the way what you say on the phone, everything kind of comes in sync here, right? So have your eavesdrops clean before winter to avoid costly repair bills, right? We're playing on I just ripped these quick. Maybe ChatGPT could give you some more creative ones. Get your garden ready, get your garden fall ready with our seasonal cleanup package. And then don't be left in the dark this winter. That's one we use. The offers should highlight the value and benefits the customer will receive and or repercussions of missing out, right? So whenever you can mix the 3 together, and my copywriting was not good today, it's a home run. Maybe like run those through ChatGPT. These are some of the fall packages you can offer. So you can offer like a special on window and gutter cleaning, lawn aeration, seeding, and fertilizing. That's really good in the fall to do. So you can bundle those all together. There's a lot of information on the lawn aeration in the Google Drive. You could do free window cleaning when booking a gutter cleaning. That'd be like a limited time offer. This is really good for the new guys. Again, let's say it would have been a $200 window cleaning, a $200 gutter cleaning job. If you're owner operator and you can go there and do it for 3 hours and make $350 or whatever, it's not bad, right? You don't want to do it too crazy, but get there. Maybe you upsell other things as well. You wouldn't want to extend this offer too long, and you'd increase your overall price anywhere from 40 to 60%, right? So if it was going to be $1,000 job for both of them, you'd be like $700 for one of them. That was an extreme example, just like quick math. And then just right here, the gold lawn package. This is copy and pasted from PadPal's Jobber, and that's basically the lawn aeration, seeding, and fertilization of all 3, and that's what we would call it. Or you could call it like the fall gold lawn package. Urgency and scarcity. So what you're going to be saying is fall is a short season, which is factually correct. And the quicker you guys, I've said this already, but the quicker you can half fill your schedule in the fall, you can increase prices, right? Because the thing is with fall, it's kind of with tire changing in the winter. Everybody's like, oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, winter's not coming. And then now everybody's waiting in a 3-hour line. So when you're a new business, especially if you guys have been started, the guys that started in the spring or even maybe last year, it's hard to manage this. It is very difficult. You're better off almost to be new, getting your new customers, because you'll be able to manage your schedule better. For example, this fall, Luca's going to call people that will be like, oh, like not yet. Well, he'll close them. But when I was starting out, I'd call someone like, oh, like not yet, like let it, like blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, your fall schedule is full, and then people are calling you, and you're too full already, and now it's dripping into Christmas light season, and Christmas light season makes more money. It's a losing game, right? So the faster you can get your schedule full, the faster you can increase your prices, and you can start thinking ahead. So when you're on the, oh, actually I touched on that. I won't get ahead of myself. So creating a sense of urgency can create a prompt action, limited time offers, book before October ends and save 20%, right? So now we're doing the fall and the 20% savings. Limited slots available for fall roof inspections. You could do free gutter maintenance check. That'd be a very good way for a new guy in business. If you're having if you're just starting out, free gutter maintenance check. Line a bunch of them up in one area, knock on the doors, get up there, there's leaves in it, photo, hey, your gutters are full, bang, easy money. Another one would be booking your fall seal coating before September 1st and get 25 feet of crack repair for free. Can drive your conversions, right? So fall offer, it's limited time, and now we're also playing a little bit on the damages. So social proof, so it's more than just your social media, of course. Before and afters work great for fall services. Gutters, you guys have access to that in Google Drive. Full gutter versus a gutter that's cleaned. You could also do like a driveway before the winter that has a bunch of cracks, and then like after it's not treated, it starts breaking even more. That's why it's important to take care of your parking lot. And like I said, it can be even on a text, right? You have a customer that's not answering your follow-ups on a quote. If you didn't close them on the phone, send them a photo while you're at a job. Hey, Bob, this is look how bad Jessica's gutters were. I wonder what yours look like. We should go check them out. Bang. That's another money tip right there. Any of you guys have pending quotes for gutter cleaning? And when you're cleaning a gutter, photo, send it to the client. Let me book you in. Bang. Or let's even do a free maintenance check. So closing deals, keys to remember. Make them commit, right? Make them commit. If you're a new business, don't be like, oh, like I'm so desperate, like I'll wait for you to tell me, right? They call you, it's, hey Cheryl, yeah, you want gutter cleaning, it's $350. Well, yeah, we could wait, but you called me to have them booked in. But is it the price? Okay, no, it's not the price. Well, then let's book you in the fall. Fall schedule fills up quickly, and then lock her in. Hey Cheryl, I'd love to wait, but we already have half our fall schedule filled. I can put you on October 15th. Or if the leaves fall later in your season, say, hey, our prime dates are from November 1st to November 10th. I understand you want to wait, but the longer we can hold off to clean the gutters, it's going to be better off for the winter. So let's secure you in a good spot right now. How's November 3rd sound? I only have a few of those spots left. Try not to do November though, because ideally the guys that are doing Christmas lights, you're doing Christmas lights from November. So don't hang up the phone without getting, sorry, yeah, I already went through that. Don't hang up the phone without trying the strategic discounting tactic. So that was on another Home Service U coaching call. And I kind of went through them there really poorly, but you guys get the picture. For anyone that's new, what lesson is that in? What lesson is that? Let me think about that. Hammer it hard. Fall season short, fill your schedule, make a bunch of money before Christmas, right? Rack up that fall money. It's there. People want this stuff done. Spring and fall, there's peaks. Hammer it hard. Especially the guys that started in like July or August, you're going to be coming into some nice wind behind your sails. So if you started your business in July, you started in August, like you are going to get a bunch of wind behind your sails now. Like I've said it to you guys before, maybe probably when I first met you, hey, start learning now so you're ready for the fall. It's just around the corner. We're talking like 2-3 weeks away, and you'll notice it. You'll have some momentum. You get some confidence. Roll into Christmas season with some money in your pocket. Like I said earlier, people want to wait, and then they want it done last week. So plan for that, especially guys that have customers. Leverage your connections, right? So here's a good time to go to companies that don't do gutter cleaning, that they can go contact their customer base. Hey, if you guys want your gutters taken care of before the fall, let me know. Then they subcontract it to you, right? And then we were talking with Rami, the best way to make money and do deals is a win-win-win. Their customers are taken care of. They get a kickback because they get a kickback because they hooked you up, and they look like a good guy to their customer, so they get a double win because they're taking care of them and you're filling up your fall schedule. That's a triple win right there. Like, for instance, first thing that comes to mind is a pool cleaning company, maybe a painting company. Think of outside the box. Find that guy, hey, and that could turn from one conversation or two conversations into 30, 40, 50 deals, right? And then that's why it's important to start meeting people and having good business sense. And like Luca's reaping the best. Again, he's making the most of it, like he's capitalizing on it, but it's helpful that he gets to walk into that. Like he gets firsthand benefits to walking into us having an established, which you guys are all working towards, right? And he's already explained it, like he's doing well for himself, but having that name definitely helps. That's okay. Yeah, that's fair. You're killing it. Like you're absolutely killing it, but like you definitely get a little bit more help than these guys.
Definitely.
In terms of the just name and stuff and reviews and everything that we talk about. Okay, cool. Everyone good so far? Any questions? Good. Okay. What was this one here? Okay, so these are other quick notes on things to keep in mind. So again, hiring seasonal staff is always a good thing to keep in mind, especially if you're looking for a good worker, right? Maybe he's a guy that works at a pool cleaning company. He has no work really in the fall, but he's a good worker. You meet him, you treat him well, you pay him well, he leaves. Next year, you start with a good worker under your belt. Bang, right? There's going to be extra workers around. You want to reduce your workload and focus on your core tasks. So you don't want to go too crazy on things that aren't fall focused, right? Don't be doing crazy things that are for next year. Over the fall, you want to make as much money as possible with those fall services, focusing if you're going to do Christmas lights, getting ready for the Christmas light season. Scheduling, like I said, if you can start filling up, backloading your schedule, it makes it a lot easier to do well. And then again, people wanted it done yesterday. If you have a lot of customers right now or started this year, earlier this year or last year, it takes a bit to adjust to it. Hopefully I can help you guys avoid that. But every single year, my first 2 or 3 years, I'd run into that I wanted it done yesterday issue. And then you're not only like letting customers down, but you're also missing out on money. Or you're putting it into your Christmas light season and now you're doing $300 gutter cleaning jobs when someone else wants a $1,000 Christmas light job. Right? Cool. And the good thing to remember, guys, is you're always building, right? So the fall season, Christmas light season is a great way to build your business and get momentum into the new year. So repeat business. So if it's a repeat customer, or even a new customer, you go there, you do a really good job, you secure the job this year, and then you book them in for next year. Bang. Now in 2024, you already have one customer that spent $350 to clean their gutters with you. You go there in the spring, $350, bang, upsell them windows, bang. Now you have $550 this year. So I've said this before, snowball, snowball, snowball. That's the beautiful thing about a home service business. You can keep kicking it forward, and then next thing you know, you're running into issues with too many people contacting you. Positive reviews, it's going to strengthen your reputation. If you're going down that call flow, getting rejected, hey, can you give us a review? Bang, goes up. Especially in the fall with Christmas lights, it's a really good way to get reviews. A lot of people give 5-star reviews for that. Good way to lock in jobs for next year. So again, you can't lose in this situation. So go for the fall service, move to holiday lighting, ask for a referral, put you down for the spring, and then you're getting a review. Like you literally have nothing to lose by going out after as many people as you can. So any Q&As on this stuff here? I appreciate everyone for letting me rip through it. I wasn't that good with my words. Q&As on this, and then after that, we'll do holiday lighting. Not questions, but yeah, I guess questions, things you want to know, and then I'm going to take that and start formulating what we discuss and in what order. So anything from tonight?
Yeah. So if you were going to like rent an aerator machine, right, for like a day, would you just focus on filling that day up with only aerating like jobs?
Cool. I'm happy you asked that question actually, because that reminds me, I really ripped through that part of it I wanted to expand on. Yeah, so you'd want to book for aerating, you'd want to go on a community group, post it, and then on those community groups, like I had one time, I've told the story before, but like I posted on the right group and got like 100 people from it. It was 55, and that exact post is in that Google Drive on local listing posting. That exact post is in there. And again, some of them hit, some of them don't, but you'd want to post it in there, get all those leads, and then you'd book them all in by the area that same day. Do like 10 of them in one day. And you'll get better at knowing how many to book in, because it runs in the same thing with driveway sealing jobs. When you do one driveway and you have too busy of a day, next thing you know, like people are saying, hey, can you do mine? And your next door, bro, I can't, I have to leave. Right.
Where did you say to post? Where did you get those jobs?
That was a Facebook, it was a Facebook community group. So it was like it was one of those groups where it was like Barhaven community group and watch, where like 3 grandmas run it, like it's like a cult kind of thing. And that's their, like they walk around, have a badge on. So you go in there, like I've spoken with those quite a bit, but I was really engaged in it. You can post business posts the first Wednesday of each month. You follow the rules. You don't be a dickhead in there. They'll let you post. You like a couple things, comment on a couple things, and it becomes like a little ATM. We don't do that stuff anymore, just because where we're at. But my first 3-4 years of business, like when we needed jobs, we'd go post it in there. It would always get work. Some of them don't hit, some of them do, but that's where we'd post them. Line them all up, go there, bang them all out, and then you bring this, if you want to like upsell, bring the seed and fertilizer with you. Do the lawn aeration, upsell seed and fertilizer. That can be expensive. Make money doing that. It takes like 10 minutes to do. Hit the neighbors up, upsell the customers that you just did for window cleaning, bring up Christmas lights. If you have the for everyone that hasn't gone through Christmas lights yet, the iPad, do the mock-up design. Hey, this is what your house would look like. Early bird special, it's usually $1,000, but we can do it for $750. You're going to be the October 29th. That's the special rate, or $500. Book your last week of October with Christmas light jobs to learn how to do them. Give it for $500, take a $250 deposit. You just walked out of there with like $600 in your hand to go towards Christmas lights. That was a lot there. Sorry, guys. But that's just like a cycle, right? Like that's how you would do it, right? So I'm just thinking when I'm starting out, I'd post in the group, go do the lawn aeration. Oh, cool. Like let's do seeding and fertilizing. Bang, that's another $200 in my pocket. Then be like talking to them. Oh, like when was last time you guys did the gutters? I can go up and check, clean the gutters for $250. I wouldn't even go for the windows at that point. I'd be like, oh, like you guys do Christmas lights? Oh, like my husband, whatever. Or if they're hanging off, let's say they're Christmas lights, they're hanging off their gutters. Oh, like been a long year, like joke around, like again, tone and cadence. You can't be like, oh, like this been a long year. You're like, you suck. You're like, oh, like husband's leaving them for this year. It's like, oh no, like they're broken. Like we always leave them up. Oh, like did you know we do full service holiday lighting? Oh no, what's that? iPad. Oh, like here's some jobs we did. I can do you a quick mock-up display. What colors would you like? What do you mean colors? Oh yeah, we can do anything. It's all commercial grade lights. I actually have a sample in my truck. Run to your truck, grab the little sample, hand it to them. As soon as they feel a commercial grade light, they're like, oh, these are nice, because you can tell right away. Like even the most dummy person, you give them one from Canadian Tire or Home Depot or wherever you are, give them a commercial one, you can feel it. Like I was gonna say a blind person can feel it. They definitely could feel it. Anyway, it's obvious, right? They see it as they're holding on to it, plug it in. They're looking at the different colors that have like red, white, green, blue on there. And then you take the photo of the iPad. Oh, you said green and red and white. Here's what it would look like. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Honey, go look at this. Yeah, like how much would it be? Or what's the service? Oh, we do everything. How much is it normal? Oh, it's $1,000. But if we book you in now, like I'm just offering it this year, I can do it for $500. Bang. Like you're like, or don't even give them the discount, just close it for $1,000. Like it's that's how you can build up a lot of momentum. Bang. It's getting in the door. So again, I encourage you guys to go through the lawn aeration. Again, you can even go to the lawn area running around a neighborhood and do 15 jobs in a day. Like it's an easy hustle. Like go to someone's house, like, hey, I'm gonna do your lawn for free. Bang. Hey, what's your name? Bob. Okay, cool. Thanks, Bob. Next door neighbor. Hey, I just did Bob's lawn aeration, getting ready for the fall. Like I'm doing everyone in the neighborhoods. Like, I'll do yours for $50. Okay, fuck whatever. This guy's out here hustling. What's $50? Okay, cool, man. Bang, done. And then you go around and get their info. Hey, we also do window cleaning and gutter cleaner. Hey, want to do Christmas lights? It'd be cool to do everybody's house in here. Imagine doing 5 houses in here. I'm gonna get a bunch of you guys in. I'll come to the last week of October. Like you can bundle a bunch of people in, become the neighborhood hero, and I'll just start doing it that way. I meant to go on this more in the lesson, so sorry for answering that question so long. But that's the formula for success in the fall. If you want to, if you're just starting out, like that's a really, really, really fucking good way to get a job. And make a lot of money from one law narration. Any other questions on that? Or any other questions from tonight's Q&A from the lesson or about holiday lighting?
Hey Adam, for the holiday lighting, is there like a booklet or is like we just show them online template thing that they could see, or we got to make a collage of pictures and stuff like that?
So in the Google Drive resources, I'll show it to you guys here. I'll pull it up. It's in the Google Drive resources, the client presentation book. Let me just find it. And you can either print it. Sorry guys, can't find it right now. I'll find it though. You can either print it or you can have the iPad and show it on the iPad. Take some of the photos from the Google Drive. If you're from somewhere where there's no snow, try to find the ones without snow. Because there are some on there. And then you can have that on the iPad and show them. And then you can also have the printout booklet to hand them. I'll find it here for you guys so you have it. One sec. Okay, cool. Here it is. Okay, so this is. So was that the question or?
That might have been me. What if people keep asking if you hang their lights? Do you do that, or what is your recommendation on that?
My recommendation on that is
Stay the hell away.
no, it comes to like wording it. Maybe I should put a little script together for Anastasia. Anastasia making a little to-do list to add that on there. The script would be, you'd want to be educating them on why you don't do their lights. So instead of being, no, we don't do that, I'd be like, hey, like our company takes a lot of pride in the work we do. We buy commercial grade lights. We order them custom cut to fit your home. We can customize it bulb by bulb. They last a lot longer and we take care of everything for you. You'd want to, again, I should break it down more than that for you guys. I'll put that on my like to-do list for questions. I'll add that as like a question, good question. But you want to educate them, right? Because a lot of people can be convinced, like, hey, like you basically want to be like, hey, we want to do a good job. Those lights suck. Here's some of our work. And then they'll be like, oh, wow, it looks great. Okay, cool. Some of them won't be not everybody's going to be your customer. Like I say that a lot for Christmas lights. Not every house is going to be your customer. Like you can bang out 10 McMansions for $2,500 each, and that could be your season. Like we have customers that spend $5,000 on their house to light their house up, their trees up. Like it's mind blowing. Like if Luca thinks he's seen like people spend money like crazy, it's Christmas lights is next level. Like you don't want to be, put it this way. If it's late in the season and you're not doing as well as you should be, which again, if you're tuning into this Christmas light stuff, you guys should all be fucking killing it. Then sure, go do one, but make sure that you have no maintenance. As soon as I leave the house, it doesn't matter what, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to that. Cut me off there. It just has so many headaches. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to say like, if you guys want to get the money, you just go for it. But to be honest with you guys, it's not even worth doing it for the money. Like there's things I tell you guys, hey man, it's worth it. Like eat shit your first year, like take the bullets and stuff. And like, it like puts you forward. It's a really big losing game doing the client's lights. Like even if you say, okay, cool, as soon as we're gone, like it doesn't matter anymore. Let's say the light in the Home Depot lights, I keep saying Home Depot's in the States too. Yeah. Home Depot lights, sometimes you put them up, you pull them out of the box, they don't even work. Right. And now the customer calls you to their house, they're in a huge bulb, like tangled up, half of them don't work. It takes longer to put up. Even if you go and buy them and or they buy them new, I'll buy them new so they're all fresh. You can pull them out of the box. They don't work. They don't buy enough lights. And then even if you go put them up, you can leave the next day, it goes down. And then they're like, hey, it doesn't look good. You say, hey, well, I told you that it's no maintenance. They're never going to do another service with you again. Right. So sure, you put $200 in your pocket, but is that really the kind of reputation, like, I don't know, like vibes you want to be having as a company and over your head? Because you're probably going to go do it. Okay, sure, I'll come do it. you go there, you can't fix the lights. Now you're going to Home Depot, buying a light, or buying another strand of lights, driving back to their house. You just wasted like half a day for $300. Whereas you could have focused your time and your energy on someone that has the money, that like this house that's on this thing right here. Like, do you think someone that lives in this house, they have a private lake behind their house? Like these are the people. Again, not every house has to be a mansion. Like we have people actually, believe it or not, that will like fund, like break up their payments for Christmas lights. Like we have I've spoken about before, like we'll offer financing with PadPal, and people will do that with like $1,500 because Christmas is super important to them. And like, it would like their mom was super important to their mom or whatever. And they'll actually like go, it's a very emotional decision. Like don't count everybody out, but don't entertain like the hack job. Okay, just do it quick thing. There's enough people out there that have the money that will pay price for it. Like that was one of my biggest things I learned from my first year was, it's like the hot girl at the party, especially when you come in late November, people get super desperate. You don't need to be hanging up shitty lights. And then you can't take photos of it after. Like it's not good. I did it a bit my first year and I regretted it. This is the book here that you can either print out on some nice paper. I think yeah, you can either print this out on nice paper. Sorry, this would need to be cut out maybe if you guys are in or you could just say this is like the training manual, like I'm learning from, and then get your own photos as well. So you could print this out or have it on the iPad. Ideally, you would print it out though, because then you can be doing the mock-up display as the client looks over the book. Right? So like you keep them preoccupied looking at the work. You get really quick at using Jolly lights. By the time they're looking at it, throw some reviews in here and stuff as well. This is on the Google Drive, so you guys can edit it as well. By the time they're done looking at it, you have the design ready. Hey, this could be your house. You keep them excited all the way through. For instance, I'll tell you how much this job right here was worth. How much do you guys think?
1,500.
300? I'll check.
I was gonna say 27.
I'll check. I'll check right now. I'm just logging into Jobber. This is the Christmas cards for holiday lighting. So these ones, we print these out. We wouldn't don't go crazy on them, because it's more expensive than a door hanger. But putting this with a little candy cane on it, on like the really, but like I said, you only need, if your goal is 50K in Christmas lights, I'm gonna go look how much they're paying, but it's if your goal is 50K in Christmas lights, you only need 25 of these houses, and you're gonna hit that, right? I'm gonna go look right now exactly how much it is, but. Who said 2,500?
Oh, I said 27.
Oh, it was 2,480.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll just pause my thing for a sec, actually. One sec, guys. I'll just show you guys. Oh wait, let me pause this.